Hello, friends. Welcome to humanology 2443.1. Yeah, Midnight Express. Yeah, happy Thursday night. All right, let me get some water and let's do some stretching. Uh-huh. All right. Yeah, good evening. Welcome to Humanology Show. Yeah, let's do stretching. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, took a nap and woke up. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the carrot chicken for dinner. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I ate it with sriracha sauce, generic brand, which is cheaper. Okay. Yeah, originally from like Vietnam or Thailand, Southeast Asia. Yeah, sriracha sauce to dip the chicken. Okay. Oh, that was good. Yeah, I really liked it. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Lower back. Mm. Okay. Yeah, I learned this rotation technique in the YouTube in karate school in Japan. Yeah, they did this nice rotation stretching. Yeah, this part, okay? Yeah, which is really cool. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Now, martial arts, mental shrimp style. Yeah, first front kick, okay? As fast as we can, okay? Like the shrimp mantis shrimp in the ocean. For front kick as fast as we can, okay? Okay, yeah, 5 minutes break. Thank you. Woo! Good exercises. Okay. Uh, what kind of drinks do we have here? Yeah, there's some juice in there. Oh, juice. Yeah, nice. Strawberry mango, zero sugar. Okay. Yeah, so let's continue this Korean story, okay? Back in like, ooh, I let me redo my hairdo, okay? My apologies for poor hairstyle there. Yeah, let's get back to Seoul, South Korea, like 1995, okay? High school. Interesting story time there, okay? So, all boys school, okay? All right. Mm-hmm. So, confrontation with this guy, okay, whose father is very famous in some business, legitimate business, okay? So, yeah, I remember his father's name. And then later, yeah, well, no, what is his son's name? My classmate, okay? I remember his name too, but I'm not gonna tell you, okay? Yeah. Yeah, so I did meet his father, okay? Because I think I've been to his house, his condominium. I vaguely remember, okay? Because during the elementary school, we were kind of friends, okay? So I think he was vice class president, okay? I was one of his cabinet members. Yeah, we're kind of friends, okay? So I think I've been to his parents' condominium, okay, in Pampo, okay? It's yeah, well-to-do family, okay? So I do think I met his father once or twice. He's a nice guy, okay? Yeah. And And then that was fifth grade, elementary school. Okay, when he was vice class president, and I was his cabinet member, one of. Now that's fifth grade. Okay, we're like what, 11 years old. Okay, elementary school. Okay, so 1989. Okay, and then 6 years passed. We met again in the high school. Okay, 11th grade. You're talking about like K-12 system in South Korea. Okay, kind of public schools. Okay, yeah. Okay, 11th grade. So we are what, 1995, you're 17-year-old teenagers, okay? Yeah. This time, all boys school, okay? And I was elected as a class vice president, just like he was 6 years ago. Welcome, my profit leaders. Yeah, martial education college very much. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Yeah, welcome. Maybe in your time, maybe good morning or something. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're doing midnight express, okay? Like story time, Korean story time, okay? But yeah, my profit does, yeah. Martial arts, education, culture development. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Good afternoon. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Like bonjour, right? Yeah. Maybe you're in French speaking world, okay, somewhere, okay? So yeah, bonjour. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Enchanté. Uh, oh, 1 a.m. Okay, okay. Okay, yeah, maybe you're in Canada or something. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. So martial arts, yeah, my professional doors, yeah, martial arts, education, culture, okay, thank you. 5 minutes back, vocal rest, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Me, I'm Korean American. I'm in Alaska. But by ethnicity, I'm from South Korea, okay? Yeah, thank you. 5 minutes, thank you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Yeah. Oh, just narration of some Korean stories back from 1995. I was 17-year-old, okay? I was in high school in South Korea, okay? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the compliments. Yeah, so let's get back to the narrative, okay? So, 1995, South Korea, high school, Gangnam, yeah, Bampo, the my childhood hometown. Okay. Okay, so this guy and I we met again, okay, 6 years after, okay, later. And I was elected as vice president of 50 boys, 50, 17-year-old all South Korean Asian boys, okay, so all boys school back then, okay. And uh and so this class president and me, vice class president, and then 10 cabinet members, okay. So I mean, this student government, I mean, we didn't really have a lot of job to do as elected officials, okay, student government. We didn't have them a job. I mean, class president, what does he do? At the beginning of each class, he stand up, okay, and basically class attention, salute to our teacher. In Korean word, phrases, 차렷, 경례. At the beginning of every class, yeah, class president stand up and do that greeting to our teacher in high school, okay? My job as class vice president, at the end of the class, I stand up. So, class attention, salute to our teacher. That was our job. Okay? Other than that, once a month maybe, okay? I was elected class vice president. Class president is another guy, okay? Yeah, I did not interact with him very much, well, except a few occasions, okay? Because he did not like me very much. The class president guy, yeah, he did not like me very much, okay? So we are not even friends, okay? We were just acquaintances, okay? Yeah, but he's more popular than I was, so yeah, that's why. Why didn't I like? Didn't Why did he not like me? I was more like kind of odd one out, but he's kind of populist. He's like mainstream, majoritarian kind of guy, popular, and he played basketball. I did not play basketball, and he's kind of clean, very well, personal hygiene, and me, I guess I was not very good at that. Okay, so I had just geeky nerdy kind of guy, just study a lot. Okay, he's academically speaking not nearly as good as my GPA, okay, but he was doing fine academically. But me, I was odd one out, okay. It's kind of like just geeking or the studios, right? Yeah. Wait, 5 minutes back, okay, Bucharest. More story to come. Okay? So yeah, hey, please feel free to go to bed, okay? I know it's late. I took a nap, so 5 minutes break. Bucharest, okay? Thank you. Yeah. My preferred leaders, yeah, martial arts, education, culture. Thank you. 5 minutes, thank you. All right, let me drink some red wine. This is Cabernet. Yeah. Replace some spot here. Red spots. Right. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Yeah, some Korean story time here. Okay. So back in 1995, when we were like 17-year-old teenagers in high school, old boy high school. Yeah, like once a month. Yeah, class president, class vice president. I was class vice president. He was class president. Once a month, I guess, we would go to this student government meeting. Okay. So back in 1995, South Korea high school, okay, all boy high school. So one class, 50 students per year. There are 12 classrooms, so 600 people, right? And in South Korea, like high school is 3 years. Okay, so 600 people for each year, 3 years. So 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. Okay, so 600 times three, 1,800 boys. Okay, age between what 16, 17, and 18. So that's like typical public schools in back then in South Korea. Okay. A lot of people, okay, yeah. Okay, so 10th, 11th, well, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, okay. So per class, yeah, vice president, class president of 50 boys, okay, and so two people, each, okay, and we have 12 classrooms in 1 year, so uh, two times 24, two times 12, 24, right? And we have 3 years, so 11th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, so now 24 times 3, 72? Yeah, 72 class presidents and class vice presidents. Okay, 72. Yeah, of us, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. Okay, the representatives of each classroom. Okay, or 50 boys. So, yeah, the 72 of us, we would meet like once a week. Maybe not, maybe once a month, something like that. Okay. The like student government meeting. And what do we talk about? Nothing too important. Maybe some debate. But the thing is this, okay? It was not exactly public school. It was a little bit corporate sponsorship, okay? A very good, kind of generous corporate sponsor. So it's quasi-public high school, okay? But we did get some corporate sponsorship. So it's quasi-public high school, okay? So uh, we got everything we needed. I mean, we have textbooks. Oh, this fruit fly. Did I get it? I don't think so. Okay, next time. A 5 minutes break, please. Vocal rest. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, thank you. 5 minutes, vocal rest. All right, welcome, welcome. Good evening. Do I need hair do redo? Uh, you just go with it, okay? So, all right. So, 1995, South Korea, when we were like 17-year-old, all boys school, high school, okay, teenagers. So, student government meeting, yeah, it was nice. It was more educational actually than some debates, okay? So it was, I guess, some kind of leadership education program, I guess. That's how I see it. So it's valuable experience, okay? But we did not really have a job to do, really. We had everything that we needed. We had food, school uniform, we got bathroom and shelter, okay, it's nice building, high school building. We had everything that we needed. We have textbooks, teachers, school nurses, and then administrators, and so as like elected officials in student government, we did not really have extra duties other than leading the salutation before and end of class, going to student government meeting once a month. That was pretty much it. I mean, we did not really have duties, job duties, tasks as elected officials because it's student government, okay? So this gentleman, okay, who are not in our student government, uh, he complained in front of 50 boys that I was not doing my job, I'm being selfish, elitist, arrogant, bad attitude, and being selfish. But I was like, what do you mean? I mean, I didn't tell him, but just looking back, okay, what do you expect me to do? Going around the classroom during the lunchtime and shake people's hands? Like, we have 50 boys, teenagers, okay? Like, do you expect me to go around the classroom and visit their desks, their desks, shake hands? Hey, how you doing today? There's some politicians, elected officials, yeah, they go around the towns and then shake hands, right? Giving out some speeches, which is not a bad thing, okay? Yeah, there's also this town hall meeting, right? Yeah, so they interact with voters, citizens, okay? So elected officials, right? But I did not do that because look, maybe that's what he was expecting me to do. And the class president, he was not a very academic guy. He's quite athletic. I mean, he doesn't have big muscle. He's shorter than me, okay? But he was good at basketball, okay? So he's a more social guy, okay? So the guy who complained about me, he had no complaint against class president because class president, he's a very social guy. I wasn't. I was nerdy, geeky. I just had a very few friends, okay? Yeah. So I was not that social. Maybe that was his complaint. Why I was not social? Why only I had only a few friends? Because I was just studying and studying and studying. Okay. The class president guy, he was not nearly as academically achieved as I was. So he was doing okay. Okay, but uh, this fruit fly, so annoying. That's very difficult to catch. So, but is that I neglected my duty as class vice president because there was other than reading the salutation at the end of the class, going to student government meeting once a month. We did not have any duties. But some legitimate criticism by that gentleman is that maybe I was my arrogant attitude, like just elitist attitude. That's legitimate criticism. Okay, so yeah, I just studied and nor the geeky without socializing much. But that elitist, arrogant attitude, yeah, I take that criticism. Okay, yeah, that part he was right, but I was not neglecting my duty as class vice president because I did not have any duty other than salutation, leading the salutation, and going to student government meeting, which I did. Okay, so other than that, we didn't have any extra duties as elected officials. We did not. Okay. Now, fine is very vocalized. Okay. Yeah. Interesting story there. Ah, okay. So it's kind of like some humanological analysis, copium analysis of the situation. Okay. So I was getting spotlight. Okay, as a class vice president. Okay, and he was the gentleman. He was not in our cabinet member. Okay. So maybe case of jealousy, maybe like so when I'm getting attention from other 50 boys, okay, as a saludo, of leading the salutation at the end of the classes, okay, so to our teachers, okay, so and also academically very well achieved, okay, and but 6 years ago, 6 years prior to that year, 1989, when we were fifth grade together, okay. Yeah, he was in my role. He was elected class vice president, okay. So he was leading the salute at the end of the classes, okay. So now 6 years later, I was doing that, what he used to do 6 years prior, okay. 1995, okay. So maybe he got jealous, okay, and which is understandable. People are people, you know. So he was vocal critic of me, okay, in front of other. classmates, like 50 boys, okay? So he said something like, yeah, you are not doing your job, you are being selfish, elitist, arrogant, blah, blah, blah. He was just doing it again and again. And I had enough of that. So one day I said, yeah, let's go to the bathroom, let's fight. Okay. My intention was this. Okay, let him, okay, so two of us and one gate guard, okay, door guard, okay, inside of that men's room, okay, in the school building. And two to three guards outside of the bathroom door so that nobody get in, okay? So, yeah, so I was like, yeah, punch me, okay? It just, you're angry at me for whatever reason, most likely jealousy. Yeah, just punch me, okay? And let's get it over with. And he did, yeah. Ooh, okay. That was a good punch, okay? So, now, punch me again. He did. Ooh, oh, good punch. Punch me again. And he stopped, okay? He was like, it's not working, okay? Because look, I do exercise, like push-ups, sit-ups, okay? So good muscle, good bones, and but taekwondo, that was elementary school days. Maybe some part of middle school days too, okay? High school, just push-ups, sit-up, running. Martial arts, not too much, okay? Okay. But yeah, I mean, in taekwondo school when I was in elementary school, mostly, yeah, we get kicked and punched during the sparring time. Yeah, so we're used to that stuff, I guess. No problem. Huh? So some copium analysis. Okay, so he punched me twice, but like I was like, yeah, so what, right? Are you satisfied now? You got angry at me, so yeah, I gave you some opportunity to get even. Okay, just punch me a couple of times, then let's get over it, and no more this invalid criticism about me in front of other guys because it's very distracting. Okay, I'm trying to study here. We're in high school. Okay, so we are supposed to study. Okay, so class vice president duty there's none. So what do you mean? Like I'm not doing my job as a class vice president? There's nothing to do there. So yeah, just punch me a couple of times and let's get over with and stop complaining about me not doing my job as class vice president. Okay, just stop with that false accusations, okay, because you're distracting from my studying. So that's why I did what I did. I let him punch me, okay, so that they'll stop complaining about me in front of other guys, okay. So it's very distracting, okay. So, well, but it did not work. Why? Copium analysis, copium transfer, okay. So when I tolerated his punch, actually he was humiliated. But there was only one guy inside of that one the other guy inside of that bathroom, the door guard. Everybody else was outside of that bathroom, okay? Kind of like public men's room, spacious, okay? So 5 minutes break, vocal rest, okay? Time check now. Less than 1 hour. All right. It's been 5 minutes. Thank you. Yeah, so this is a part where humanology is better than psychology. Okay, we have this tool, copium analysis, copium transfer, copiumology in humanology. Okay, psychology they don't have that yet. Okay, maybe later on they will learn from humanology. Okay, yeah. So he did punch me, but I was like tolerating it. Okay, so I'm like, yeah, you punched me, yeah, so what? I can handle it. So he was kind of emotionally suffering that his martial arts skill is not good enough. Because I was like, yeah, punch me again. So basically, he was kind of humiliated in front instead of being. He was humiliated instead of humiliating me. Okay, so it was not quite working for him. There was only one audience at the door guard gentleman. Okay, so that nobody can get in. Okay, outside of that bathroom door, men's room door, two or three door guards because we are all students. Okay, so we are 17-year-old students. Okay, we did not want anybody to get in. One small audience. Okay, minimalism. Okay, so actually, I did not even want that door guy inside of bathroom to be there, but he said, "No, I have to be here." Okay, thank you. Okay, so copium transfer. Okay, what is copium? You can think of happiness. Okay, so I was class vice president, and the gentleman. Okay, he was not even our cabinet member. Okay, so every time I did some saluting, okay, yeah, like as class vice president, yeah, he was jealous about it. Okay, so copium transfer. I was happy because I'm class vice president doing the salutation, and he was not doing that. 6 years prior, yeah, when you were fifth grade, yeah, that's what he did. Okay, yeah, and I was in his cabinet member, entertainment department. Okay, but 6 years later, 11th grade, when we were 17-year-old, teenagers. Okay, he was not even our cabinet member. Okay, and I was class vice president doing the salute. Okay, so yeah, me just being happy, but he was not happy. Okay, so copium transfer. Okay, he was unhappy. I was happy. Okay, so kind of like because I'm basically better than other guys. Okay, as a class vice president, also highly academically achieved. So copium transfer from them to me at the expense of them. They're being unhappy, jealousy. Okay, and I'm happy because I'm better than they are. Right? Copium transfer. Okay. They're unhappy, and at the expense of them, I'm happy because I'm better than they are. They're unhappy because they are inferior to me. The copium transfer, okay? And okay, so this gentleman, yeah, unhappy. Yeah, okay, let's just complain about me. And I was annoyed. Okay, now that's kind of copium transfer from me to him. When he was vocally criticizing me in front of guys, I was unhappy because he's distracting me from studying. And he's happy because he's basically criticizing me in front of other guys, okay? Copium transfer from me to him. He was happy, I was unhappy, okay? And he would just keep doing that. I was like, yes, I had enough of that. So yeah, let's go to the bathroom. Punch me. So he did punch me abdomen, okay? Not on the face because he's smart. He doesn't want to leave it. He does not want to get into trouble, does not want to leave any mark, and also he's a nice guy. He did not want to injure me. Okay? Yes, it's abdomen, six packs, okay, no problem. Okay, so but yeah, I do exercise, so I got some muscles, and so yeah, I was able to handle it. So yeah, he was not happy about that. That I would say just yeah, punch me again because I'm saying your martial arts is not good enough. Your martial arts is not good enough. Okay, so yeah, punch me all you want, I can handle it. So he was like humiliated. Okay. So yeah, two punches. told him, yeah, punch me again, and he stopped, okay, because it's not quite working. Because he's not humiliating me. Instead of that, he was being humiliated. So copium transfer from him to me, not the other way. So it's not working for him. Yeah? Okay, so Mr. Dorga, yeah, we're done here. So let's go back to our classrooms. And but it did not end there. Okay, 5 minutes break for correct. Okay, time check. Interesting story there. 1995. Wow, 31 years ago. But I remember everything. When it comes to interesting events like that, okay? Yeah, 5 minutes. Break. Thank you. All right, so what happened next? I mean, we are talking about like between classes, like 10 to 15 minutes break between classes or 1 hour lunchtime when teachers are away. Okay, so yeah, that's how it happened. Okay, yeah. So what happened next is that 50 boys in one classroom. Okay, and I was center right front desk. Each student have their own desk. Okay, so I was at the front row, right side of the classroom. Okay, yeah, very front row. Okay, yeah. So I was just sitting, reading my books, textbooks. Okay, studying. Okay, yeah, yeah. During the break time, yeah, I studied. And he came to me. He told me to, yeah, take off your glasses. And I was like, why? Then he grabbed my eyeglasses and he put it down on the desk. He did not like throw away to the floor. No, he's not bully. He's a nice guy. Okay. He took my glasses off my face and put it on my desk. And he did roundhouse kick on my face. Like, I think he used his right foot. I was sitting on my chair behind my desk, okay, and then he was standing, okay. I think he was his right foot, roundhouse kick, okay. He hit me right here, my left cheek, in front of everybody, in front of 50 boys, okay, okay. But what a nice guy. He did not want to break my eyeglasses. He did not want eye injury from that. So he is again. He's a nice guy. Okay, he was jealous of me, but he was not. He's a nice guy. He did not want an injury. Okay, so no broken bone, no broke dislocation of jaw, no broken teeth. But it was a good kick. Yeah. I was surprised because I did not know he can do kicking because he's like it's a little bit obesity there, not too much, but not like slight obesity, but more than that between. Okay, he was not too obese, but not slightly obese. It's a little bit more than slight obesity. Okay, and he did roundhouse kick. I and also he was shorter than me. Okay, of course I was sitting and he was standing. Okay, so it's not a very high kick. Uh, but it was good kick. I was surprised. I did not know he can kick like that. Yeah. We went to elementary school together, okay? But I never, when I went to elementary school, I mean, our taekwondo school in Pampo, there's one very famous one, okay? 석사체육관 in Pampo, our childhood hometown, okay? Yeah, I was there several years when I was at elementary school. Okay? I got black belt when I was sixth grade, I think, okay? Elementary school, okay? But I never saw him there. So I had no idea he can kick or punch. No idea. But there was good kick, yeah. So I was surprised, impressed, yeah, yeah. And it worked for him because he did that. He kicked my face with his roundhouse kick in front of 50 boys, okay? Public humiliation. So after that, he never complained about me, not once. Now he's satisfied. Yeah, public humiliation. Haha, I kicked your face in front of everybody. Honky Lee. I was like, good. Finally. So I did not do anything differently, okay? Again, class vice president, I do not have job duty other than saluting, leading the salutation to our teachers after classes, going to a student government meeting once a month. I did not do anything different. I did not like go around the classroom and shake fellow students' hands, asking them, "How are you doing? How are you doing today?" No, nothing changed. But he stopped complaining about it. He stopped complaining about me. Now he's satisfied. Public humiliation. Copium transfer from me to him. Now it's even. He's happy? Yeah, I was humiliated. Yeah, it's not feel good to be kicked on the face in front of everybody. Yeah, I was humiliated. And he's satisfied. Copium transfer. He's happy. I was temporarily unhappy. Okay, so now we are even. Copium transfer, okay? Copium homeostasis, okay, so in humanology school. Yeah. Okay, we can explain that, right? But in psychology, they don't have tools to explain that phenomena. Okay, so in humanology we do. So there's something humanology is superior to psychology. Okay, so welcome to humanology school. 5 minutes break, vocalized. Okay, time check. Interesting. Huh? Yeah, it's been almost 1 hour. Let's ventilate. Okay, thank you. All right, good, nice. All right. Welcome back. So maybe, perhaps, his complaint was that maybe I'm not helping out our fellow students who are academically struggling. Like, how about free tutoring? Well, but the thing is this, you're 11th grade, right? I did not help out academically struggling fellow classmates. I was busy studying my own, okay? But I have a few good friends. I had a few good friends. And some of my few good friends, very smart in mathematics. So we taught each other, okay? Sometimes they were better than me in like probability theory. So they taught me. So we helped each other. Sometimes, other times, maybe algebra, I was better. But we are talking about smart students. We did help each other. Sometimes I learn from them. Other times they learn from me. Uh, Mostly mathematics. Okay, so we are talking about smart students who are good at mathematics. Yeah, we did help each other. Okay, how do we do? But how about like academically struggling students? I did not help them. Not that year. Okay, but year before that, 10th grade, first year in high school. Again, in South Korea, 3 years middle school, 3 years high school. Okay, so first year in high school, 10th grade. I did volunteer to help the academically struggling students in mathematics. Okay, why? Because we're in regular high school, a good one though, Sewa High School. Okay, in Pampo. Okay, I did graduate. Okay, yeah, it's a very good quasi public high school. Okay, it's a well-known one actually. Okay, but before that, I was in science high school. Is that mosquito? I think it is. Look at it. I did get it right here. It's like Jurassic Park, right? Yeah, so practice martial arts. You become a better mosquito catcher. Okay, let me wash my hands. Okay, so 10th grade, first year in high school. Actually, before that, ninth grade in middle school. Okay, I studied a lot to get into science high school. That's okay. There are two of them in Seoul. There are many others in other cities in South Korea. Okay, I went to second best science high school in South Korea. Okay, 한성과학고등학교, okay? Hansong Science High School, okay? It's a very good one, okay? It's like a second best high school in South Korea, okay? So I studied in middle school for 1.5 years, okay? To get in there. And I got in. They're publicly funded, like based on taxpayers' money, okay? So They're elitist, like really elitist. High school, science high school, okay, special purpose high schools, okay, and they're funded by the taxpayers' money, 100%, okay. So yeah, and I got in, okay, yeah. Supposedly the second best high school because prior to that, yeah, 1.5 years in middle school, I studied very, very, very hard, okay, to get into that high school, science high school, okay. I was there for like 2 to 3 months, and I dropped out and transferred to regular high school, okay. Why? Too much homework, too much studying, okay. I was like, ah, this is too much, you know. What happened next? I tell you after 5 minutes break. Okay, thank you. Yeah, nice story time. Time check. Yeah, we got more than 30 minutes left. Okay, good. Yeah. Welcome to human school, okay? Nice. Okay, so back then I was Christian, okay? So now I'm humanitarian, but I appreciate Christianity. I still do, okay? So okay, 1995, okay? So I was in South Korea, 10th grade, okay? First year in high school. Yeah, for 2 to 3 months, I was in elitist science high school, okay? Uh, then I dropped out because it was just too much studying, too much homeworks, okay? It's like, I'm like, come on, give me a break. So I got transferred from elitist science high school to regular high school. That science high school was in Gangbu, north of the river. Okay, so we commuted with a van. Okay, from Pampo to. Well, there are several of us. Okay, so yeah, we commuted with a van. Okay, so from south of the river, Gangnam, to north of the river, Gangbu. Okay, Monday through Friday. Maybe Monday through Saturday, because back then it was 6 days a week. Okay, so whatever. Okay, so yeah, I transferred from after 2 months, 2 to 3 months. I couldn't handle it anymore. Okay, it was just too much studying there. Okay, so to be honest, yeah, I did not like that elitist culture. Okay, yeah, but I learned a lot there when I was there for 2 to 3 months. I learned a lot. Yeah, mathematics, physics, chemistry, you name it. Okay, yeah, biology as well. Okay, and also German language. Okay, so yeah, I learned a lot there. Okay, yeah, it was good. Also, yeah, geography. Okay, yeah, it was good. Okay. Very elitist. Hmm? English too? Okay, sure. But 2 to 3 months is enough. Okay, so I request for transfer and they approved it. And then also thanks to school officials in both schools, Science High School and regular high school in our hometown now. Yeah, and also our parents. Okay, yeah. So transfer, good. So I got back to Pampo, childhood hometown. Okay, Gangnam, South River. Okay. Yeah, I recognize some familiar faces from middle school, from elementary school. But then in Pampo, okay, our childhood hometown. Okay, yeah, so some familiar faces, and it was awkward because because I'm elitist dropout. Okay, so I felt awkward and embarrassed because yeah, this elitist school I could not take it, so now I'm being transferred to regular high school, and here I am, and it was awkward. Some humiliation on my part. Okay, basically I failed to be an elitist. I failed to be an elitist. I could not handle it, so I'm back to regular high school. Ugh. I was embarrassed. 10th grade. What year was that? 1994. We were 16-year-old, all boys school. Science high school is co-ed, okay? It was like about 30%, maybe 20 to 30% females, okay? And 70 to 80% males, okay? It's science high school, okay? So, but you're still co-ed, okay? Yeah. But regular high school, all boys school, okay? In science high school, no school uniform, no military hairstyle, short haircut for guys. No, no. When regular high school, all boys school, school uniform, military hairstyle, short haircut, okay? Yeah. Okay. Now 5 minutes break for rest, okay? Ah, yeah, it was awkward, okay? Yeah. All right, so we're talking about 1994, South Korea. Okay, so back then, yeah, the homes or students' classrooms, no scanner. Okay, so my kind and generous friends, classmates from elementary school days or middle school days, kind and generously let me copy down their textbook, the notes, handwritten notes, and also their notebooks. Yeah, just handwritten. Okay, so it's not like computer. We do not have computers in the classroom back then. Okay, so science high school, yeah, they has computer lab, but regular high school they did not have computer lab. Okay, so yeah, just handwritten. Okay, copying my calendars classmates. Kind of some of them, yeah, childhood friends from elementary school days. Okay, so they let me use their textbook, notebooks, so that I can copy it down, handwritten. Okay, so yeah, they're nice to me. Okay, good guys. Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, so yeah, thank you for kindness and generosity. Thank you. Yeah, here's what I caught up with the classes. Okay, and then okay, so each classroom 50 boys. Okay, there are 12 of them per year. Okay, so we are like what 10th grade. You're 16-year-olds. And one day, so each classroom of 50 boys, we have schoolmaster. They're teachers themselves. Okay? And our schoolmaster is wonderful gentleman. Okay? He's one of my greatest mentors in my life. Okay? So, but I did pay visit to him whenever, many times when I pay visit to South Korea from America later years. Okay? Great gentleman. Okay? And great scholar. Okay? Yeah. He was our schoolmaster. Okay? So, and one day, after I caught up with classes, okay, I went to his office hour in his office, okay, and I presented him a proposal. Now let's make some movie, okay? Action. I have a proposal today. Okay, okay, what's it? Let's hear it. Yeah, so as you know, I transferred from science high school to this wonderful regular high school, okay, and I know a lot of mathematics. And yeah, our classmates, my classmates, the 50 boys, I think about 10 of them are struggling with mathematics. So, oh, okay, yeah, go on. Yes, sir. So I am wondering if you would kindly and generously provide me a list of 10 students, my classmates, whose mathematics exam score is the lowest. Then I teach them mathematics for free after school. And he said yes. Thank you, sir. True story. Kind of Christian value, right? Yeah. Share it with your brothers, okay? Mr. Jesus. Yeah, New Testament, Bible. Yeah. Helping each other out, right? Okay. I did that. Yeah. 10th grade, okay? For 1 year. Maybe less than 1 year, okay? But yeah. No, 5 minutes straight for correct, okay? Thank you. True story, okay? Yeah. Volunteerism, charity, okay? Yeah. We have more than 30 minutes left, okay? Yeah, 5 minutes left. Thank you. All right. Very cool. Okay, welcome back. Yes, so I got the list of 10 students, names, my classmates, whose mathematics exam scores are the lowest, okay? Uh, how do we do? Why mathematics? Because that's what I was best at, okay? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know mathematics. I can teach my fellow students, colleagues who are struggling with mathematics. Yeah, I can teach them after school. And I did. And they agreed. 10 of them, okay? Yeah. You, there are no ladies here, okay? we're just a bunch of guys, it's all boys school, okay? So out of 50 students, okay, I did not tell anybody else, okay, just, individually, one by one, hey, would you please stay after class with me and I can teach you mathematics? They said yes. Thank you. We did not tell anybody else, okay? Yeah, so because I yeah, there are no ladies, okay, but with a bunch of guys, but still, we need to protect our ego, pride, okay? So we do not want to make it a public event, okay? Yeah, so but I talked to them one by one and invited to after school mathematics tutoring. Okay, and I did that. Yeah, so it's empty classroom, 11 students, okay, 11 boys, 16-year-old, okay, yeah, all Asian, South Korean, okay, so I was their tutor, empty classroom, okay, just 10 boys and me. I was teaching them mathematics, okay, yeah, with blackboard, chalk, eraser, old school. Okay. I they know how to add, subtract, multiply, divide, numbers. Is high school, 10th grade, okay? They know how to do that, okay? But they're struggling with algebra, okay? Some higher concept like geometric, analytic geometry, where like x, y, axis, Cartesian coordinate, okay? And then equation, okay? It's like kind of algebraic geometry, geometry algebra, okay? The geometry and algebra coming together, okay? X-axis, y-axis, and equation. Y is equal to 2x plus 1, okay? Or system of equations, okay? In Korean phrase, yeah, 연립방정식, something like that. Okay? Slowly from the basics, okay? Yeah. They appreciated that, okay? Yeah. They were so kind and generous to me to stay after class and give me opportunity to teach them. Okay, so they were very kind and generous to me. Okay, I did it for free, and they appreciated my volunteerism. They did. Again, there are no ladies. It's all boys school. Okay, so maybe it made it a lot, quite a bit easier because if there are ladies around, I think they will not be humiliated in front of ladies. Okay, but it was not like that. It's just a bunch of guys, you know. Yeah, yeah. So it was good. Okay. So that's 10th grade, fourth year in high school. Okay. Next year, yeah, I was like, okay, so I did some volunteerism. Okay, I helped other people. Now it's time to help myself. 11th grade. Okay. Yeah, so so no more volunteerism. I set some boundary. Okay, borderline because yeah, I helped other people. Now it's time for me to help myself. Because I want to go to university. I need to study for myself, okay? That's 11th grade, okay? Yeah, okay. So no more volunteerism, rather than high performing students. They helped me, I helped them, okay? We are high performing, academically high performing students, okay? We did help each other, okay? But other than that, no more volunteerism because I need to study to go to university, okay? So that's 11th grade, okay? 5 minutes back, vocalized. Okay, thank you. 다음 질문. Yeah, we got more than 30 minutes left. Okay, yeah, 5 minutes back. Thank you. Vocalized. Right. So during that after class tutoring session in mathematics, I remember there were kind and generous gentlemen, okay, and some of them commented to me, yeah, and during that tutoring session, okay, hey, this guy knows mathematics, the fundamental foundation, okay, like this guy knows mathematics, okay, so I was like, oh, thank you, sir. Okay, it was nice. It was nice. Beautiful. Yeah. I remember. Okay. Yes. Hmm. It was good. It was nice. Okay. Yeah. I remember. Okay. So, uh-huh. How nice. Yeah. I will straight guys, right? But it's still somewhat romantic, like academically, okay? Yeah, after the class, in the empty classroom, 11 of us. Okay. Yeah, studying mathematics. Right. Welcome. Good evening. Yeah. My professor leaders. Yeah, martial arts, education, core development. Thank you. You're talking about story time back in like South Korea, okay, 1990s, okay. Yeah, story, Korean story time. Yeah. Yeah. Good evening. Yeah, so my professor leaders, martial arts, education, core development, okay. Thank you. Yeah. 5 minutes break for rest, okay. Thank you. Hmm? Welcome, welcome. Good evening, my proud future leaders. Okay, so now let's make some context switch. Okay, so uh, how do we do real quick, please? Yeah, in human school, we are very creative. Okay, we emphasize creativity. Okay, so quite recently, I came up with this concept. Okay, the DBI, Divine Bureau of Investigation, inspired by Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI. Okay, inspired by that. Okay, the Divine Bureau of Investigation. Okay, DBI. We are special agents of DBI, and we are bigger than the universe because we theorize about the divinity, gods, goddesses, who are above and beyond the observable universe. So, yeah. How about that concept? In humor school, okay. Mm-hmm. How are some Beatles song? Yeah, Midnight Karaoke Session, sure. Across the universe. This India influenced Beatles. Oh yeah, the United Kingdom, the Beatles. Yeah, these four boys, four guys came to India, right, for inspiration. Yeah, like Mr. George Harrison of the Beatles. He learned how to play guitar. That's like Indian guitar, okay? South Asia, India, okay? They learned about Hinduism, Buddhism, okay, and the musical instruments, percussion too, okay? So Indian drums, okay, which is fantastic, okay? There's several. There are maybe more than 10 Indian infused Beatles songs. Okay, one of them, yeah, across the universe, very philosophical, universal, like based on maybe Hinduism. Okay, Let me sing that song. As far as I can remember the lyrics. That's a hum, okay? La da 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 across the universe. Jagurudeva. Oh, nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. It goes like that, okay? It's on YouTube, okay? It's for free. Yeah, it's a beautiful song. Jagurudeva Om. My guess is that it's Hindi. We're based on Sanskrit, okay? Om. That's in Hinduism. It's like a very important concept. It's like universal truth, morality, ethics. As far as I can remember, okay. So the Wikipedia article, okay. Om, okay. Hindi character, okay. I think it means like the universal truth, morality, ethics, the virtue, value, something like that, okay. Mm. Beautiful language, Hindi. Some other languages in India. There are many languages in India, okay. Okay. Hindi is the most popular one, okay. But there are many other wonderful, beautiful languages in India, okay. How many? Maybe 100, okay. There are a lot of languages there. Mm. Like Gujarati, Punjabi, Hindi, that's more northern India, okay. Southern India, there are more other languages there. They went to India, but I read about them. I watched some YouTube videos, okay. Yeah, I'm a huge fan, okay. Amazing people, yeah. Yeah. Time check now. How many minutes do we have left? We have 12, maybe. Less than 20 minutes left. Okay, yeah, we'll take 30 minutes break. Okay, thank you. Welcome to Human School. Okay, yeah, nice. Okay, so now another context switch. Let's talk about something else. Okay, so was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Uh, Good old friend from years ago asked me question. Okay, Mr. Honkili, do you still oppose interracial marriage? Okay, and I said, well, in America, yeah, there are a lot of races, and it's their freedom, right? That's what I said. Okay, but the thing is this, okay, we appreciate all races, okay, the whites, blacks, browns, mixed races. natives, Asians, the yellows, okay, well, rednecks, okay, whatever, okay. So we appreciate all races, including mixed races, Hispanics, and we love everybody, okay. Yeah, welcome. Good morning. Is it kind of good evening, okay? Yeah, welcome. Mighty Professor Doris. Yeah, Mighty Professor Doris. Yeah, martial arts education for development. Thank you. Okay, so interracial marriage. Yeah, in America there are a lot of races. It's their freedom. Okay, it's their right. Okay, so uh, yes, but I mean, the thing is this. Okay, so uh, I'm not into politics these days. Okay, but so interracial marriage as adults after they turn like 30 years old is their freedom. Okay, it's their rights in America. Okay, because we have a lot of races in America. Okay. What I oppose these days is underage dating. That's what I oppose these days. Okay. So I switched my focus. Okay. Underage dating. That's what I oppose these days. People who are under like 27, in my opinion, they should be focus on focusing on education, career development, martial arts, dancing. They're too young to date, in my opinion. Okay, dating can be very dangerous. Okay, unwanted pregnancy, abortion, domestic violence, and all this drama, crime, underage dating. Okay, I that's what I oppose these days. Nobody should be dating until they turn 27 or 25. Okay, because they're too young to date. Dating can be very dangerous. Unwanted pregnancy, abortion, and dropping out of school because they have this child now, baby. So they have to drop out of school and the heavy economic burden to raise this unwanted child, baby. They're too young. They're like early 20s, okay? And they have this baby now. Who's gonna raise this baby? But the thing is this, if you do not want this baby, you can take this baby to police station. You do not have, at least in America, I know this because I'm a lawyer, okay? If you give birth to this baby and if you do not want this baby, yeah, you can take this baby to police station. You do not have to raise this child, this unwanted child. This child, unwanted child, will be taken to foster care system in America. America has a good welfare system, okay? Kind of modern day orphanage, okay, unwanted child. Because parents are too young. They don't have money to raise this unwanted baby. Okay? This baby can be raised in foster care system in America. Okay, what is foster care system? Yeah, foster parents they're paid by taxpayers' money. Okay, to raise this abandoned baby, unwanted child. Okay, there's this fruit fly. Let me get this. Did I get it this time? I did. Yeah, fruit fly. Okay, right here. Okay, yeah. It's like let me wash my hands now. No, time check. We'll take 5 minutes break. Actually, okay. Yeah, we got more than 10 minutes left. 2 minutes break, okay? Thank you. All right, so I got one mosquito and one fruit fly, okay? Good. Well, so no dating until you turn 25, 27. Just focus on education, career development. Okay, so uh, underage dating. Okay, that's what I'm against these days. Okay, that's what I oppose. Now time check. 10 minutes left. Okay, less than 10 minutes left. Okay. Yeah, so because people late teens or early 20s, they're just too young to date or marry or have children. Okay, because they don't have enough money to support their baby. Okay. But if it happens, yeah, if they don't want this child, they go to police station, okay, and then they will take this baby and put this baby in the foster care system in America, okay? America have that good welfare system, okay? Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. So they are funded by taxpayers' money, basically, okay? So you don't have to drop out of school to raise this unwanted baby, okay? You can go to police station and this baby will be introduced to foster parents, okay? They will be taken care of, okay? So marriage, okay, it's you need to be ready for it. So you need to wait until like dating before marriage. Wait until you turn 25, 27, okay? After that marriage, yeah, between the age of like 29 to maybe 28 and 32, 33, okay, late 20s, early 30s. Uh, by then, you have a good job, you graduate from schools, you save enough money, okay, and you're emotionally mature person, you know about people, okay. If you want to get married, yeah, those are good age. Late 20s, early 30s, okay, or even mid 30s, okay. It's a good age to get married if you want to. It's optional. Marriage is optional. It's not mandatory. Not in America. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's just focus on education, career development, martial arts, exercise, diet, okay. Because to get married as a man, woman, and to have a child and to raise a child, it takes a lot of knowledge and wisdom. You're being an educator. You're being a teacher to this baby. You're educating this baby, okay? And it takes a lot of energy, effort, and in my opinion, as a humanologist, it takes a lot of professionalism. So about a month ago, we came up with this controversial idea, okay? Yeah, running a family is like running a business. You have to be professional. After you clock out, punch out from your job, you come back to your home, you have your spouse and children, you still have to be professional to be a successful parent. You have to be nice to them. You have to be polite to your spouse, to your children. You have to be very professional. Family business, okay? It's kind of relatively new concept in human school. Okay, now time check now. How many minutes do we have? We got less than 7 minutes left. Okay, we'll take 1 minute break for rest. Okay, so welcome to human show. Human school. Okay, 1 minute break. All right. Now, how many minutes do we have left this time? uh, Less than 5 minutes left. Okay, good enough. So this brand new concept in human school, okay, you're running a family like a business. Please allow me to explain this brand new concept in human school, okay? Let's say parents, they go to work, at work, in their offices, okay? They have to be professional, right? To keep their job. They cannot say bad words. And they need to smile. They need to be nice to customers, colleagues, subordinates, or bosses, superiors. Yeah, they need to be professional to keep their job, okay? As parents, okay? Adults. Let's say they punch out, clock out, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, okay? Now they come home. The spouse, husband or wife, or and their children too, okay? So, but still they need to be professional to have a successful family at home. It could be condominium, apartment, or house, okay? But it's case to husband, wife, spouses, and okay, when their children or child, okay, they still need to be professional to have successful family, to raise a family, okay? You cannot use bad words. And yeah, you need to smile. Professionalism in a family as parents. That's the key for successful parenthood. It's so important, okay? Yeah, you cannot say bad words between spouses or between parent and children. You have to be nice, gentle, kind, professional. No bad words. After hours, you're not in your office, you're not in the job setting, you're in your home, but still you need to be very professional. You have to maintain the professionalism. You have to dance to people, good words, no bad words, and you do need to smile. Okay? I cannot do that. That's why I have never been married, and that's why I do not want to get married. Okay, so people, successful parents, they're like special forces. Okay, they're very elitist. Okay, because they have to maintain their kind of professionalism 24/7. And I have seen them, good parents. Okay, they are very special people. Okay, now time check. Okay, yeah, they're like special forces. Okay, so very elitist. Okay, so I it's been 2 hours. We'll see you later. Okay, thank you. Welcome to Human School. It's been 2 hours. Thank you.